Hello everyone, my name is Dylan and I will be presenting to you my design project. I'd like to start off how I started this entire project. Well, to be completely truthful, I had no idea, so I ran downstairs and picked up whatever I could find, and that was a RC helicopter. The copter was missing a wing, so I thought that would be easy to fix and replace. That was my goal. Little did I know this would lead me to designing an entire new rotor system. And so I set off with taking this copter apart, and it took forever. The amount of screws in this thing was so frustrating. It took me over an hour to even just take this thing apart. After dealing with all the stripped screws and stuff, I took it all and labeled it so I could have a better understanding. But then I took a closer look at the rotor system, and I was about to die. The whole thing was messed up, and I was at the point of no return. So I got onto Onshape and I made my first part. I started with the rotor because I thought that would be the easiest. Turns out it's harder than it looks. Then I made my hub area where every part connects to, and throughout the project I continued to make minor changes to this, as you would expect. I made these rivets, which is just a cylinder that goes through the hub. This was just to save time. This is where I stopped and thought a lot of how I was going to make my pitch system work, which would be able to move the propellers. The old design had this complicated system, but I imagined something much simpler. First, I created the axle. Then I created my balance bar. The axle and the bar attached like this to make the propellers go forward. Then I made some connectors to attach the bar to the main hub, putting everything together. And voila, my final design was completed, so I assembled the whole thing. So I went down to my UPS store to see if they can 3D print it, but unfortunately, they didn't have one like I read online. So I made a cardboard version, which initially sounded like a good idea. I even painted it, but this is how it went. Yeah, that didn't turn out too good, but I learned a lot during this project with designing, or which led me to build a whole new system. And what I learned is when you're building a complex system, make sure you make precise measurements. I failed at doing that in a lot of cases. I'm happy with what I created, and I'm planning on making more stuff like this in 3D software. Thanks for watching.